Like, this is from like a Russian tank. Here in the High District, Tbilisi. This is where the Audi Museum apparently is. Got a pack of dogs there. Just doing some adventurizing. Got off the bus. Long bus right here. He's up there in front of me. Random guy walking. Trying to make it to the Audi Museum. See what happens.
What is up? Matthew here, Actual Exotic Cars. Just thought I would share some footage back from my Tbilisi trip a few weeks ago. And basically the purpose of this video is anybody, I guess, Soviet auto tourism, if you will, if you're going to Georgia, basically what I would recommend for the auto enthusiast. So this is kind of a show around of an auto museum, the only auto museum in the Caucasus. And I would definitely say it's worth the trip if you are in the area. It's about $6, and it has almost, I would say, most of the big names produced vehicle-wise during the Soviet Union. Most of the Ladas, Chaikas, Gaz vehicles, Volgas, the military, all the UAZ, Luaz was there. I mean, all obviously pristine, restored condition. And the people showing us around, they do speak English, and it was very interesting and 100% worth the money, in my opinion, especially as a Western tourist. These are things that I don't get to see on a daily basis, and even in the former republics of the Soviet Union, you do not get to see these vehicles on a daily basis anymore, especially not in these conditions. And on top of that, I guess kind of a little hidden gem, there was a car that was imported from the Battle of Mariupol. I have no idea how they got it there. I do have some footage of that. That's what I was playing in the intro.
Holy crap. Wow. It had to be. This is from Ukraine like 2 years ago.
So that's a car seat.
Literally. Like, this is from like a Russian tank.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is, holy crap. Dude.
There's your car seat. Hopefully there were no children in here.
Good thing they have all seasons on here.
The question is, did the bullets make it through?
Well,
And it was one of those weird random last things. I was talking to one of the assistants, and he only spoke Russian or didn't speak English at all. And, you know, I could barely, he's like pointing at the car like, Ukraine, Ukraine. I'm like, yeah. It's like from Ukraine, whatever. And somehow they got this vehicle here from Mariupol. You can see the bullet holes. He said it got ran into by a Russian tank. Just very interesting that I would share that. Again, if you happen to be in the area, I would definitely check it out. So there's also this pretty cool Soviet car junkyard that is right outside of Tbilisi that you can also see. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to view this. I did want to, and hopefully next time I am back, I will check this out. But I guess from what I was told, the entire junkyard, or most of it, is old Soviet vehicles, and you can basically walk around and I guess check them out, maybe get parts or do whatever you would at most scrap yards. I thought this video was kind of
I felt like the whole place was for myself. I wish I could just walk here, maybe have some parts with my friends. This looks like some Soviet car that, I don't know, they all are look like Soviet cars.
It's an UAZ! So basically, there's a few videos over the internet reviewing this place that you can check this out and actually see. I think in the subtitle right there, it said this car was made in 1921, so that was probably in association with the Soviet government and I think Ford, if I'm correct. There's also some pictures of some of those cars in the museum if you saw the footage of that. It's definitely an interesting place that I personally haven't been to, but I would recommend. A couple other things too. Georgia is a very good camping, outdoors, mountainous area. Very cheap, especially compared to other places you could go to. There are a couple companies I would definitely recommend if you are in the area, and I'll show some websites there. So these are both companies that rent out some sort of Soviet or I guess Russian. These are more modern vehicles that you can actually rent out yourself if you want to drive these out. And I mean, just look at the pictures here. These are stunning. So this is uazfamily.com. I have met both the owner of this company as well as Orlando as well. I could vouch for both of them. and Uwa's family, so that would be more, I guess, like self-drive, like tours. And their camper vans also go up to Dagestan. So if you actually want to take one of these in Russia, and yes, I talked to them, they still do this. You could still get a tour up through Dagestan right now, which is absolutely crazy insane. Overlando's kind of cool too, and they also offer, on top of the Buhankas, they offer Hiluxes as well, which we do not have in the U.S. I'm very jealous about that. It would be really nice to have a Toyota Hilux. Unfortunately, we do not have access to those over here stateside yet. A lot of Nevas they also offer, so you can get a camper Lada Neva as well, and they have a few more options to choose from. Definitely, like I said, I have talked to the owners of both of these companies and cannot vouch for them enough. So if you want to check that out, I would strongly recommend it while you're over there. And by the time you think about it, you pay for a camper van with the prices and everything, including hotel rooms. If you were going to go without going this route, it would actually probably be cheaper in the long run to do one of these. So strongly recommend it. Georgia's a very beautiful country, and just thought I would kind of share a few of, if it was me, if I was an auto, or I guess I am as an auto enthusiast, what I would recommend checking out if you're over there. And I know travel is kind of restricted right now to Eastern Europe, so I definitely feel like the Caucasus are a great alternative. With that being said, there's also the Rustavi auto market, which I have mentioned in my last video. Biggest problem with that being is most of the imports are brand new or are on the newer side and either come from America or Japan. So I'm sure the locals are happy about that. I was actually slightly disappointed because I was kind of expecting older cars. There is a night train, or you could actually rent one of these vehicles out yourself if you wanted to and drive them. I think both of these companies offer rentals that you can take into Armenia, and there's a ton of cool Russian cars there. I mean, I passed Gaz dealerships, UAZ, Lada. I mean, they're all over the place. That's definitely another country I would recommend. Unfortunately, right now, the land border between Georgia and Azerbaijan is closed, so I cannot really say anything about what's over there. If you want to go over there, you have to fly over there, and I personally haven't been over there yet, so I can't really give any recommendations. But that's pretty much about it for the video. Just thought I would just share some more of the touristy things that I guess I did during my trip. And like I said, just from a nature aspect, these are very hidden gems in my mind. And if you want to have a nice, vacation without being in some touristy area, or like I was just in the Alps, for example, which are also beautiful and stunning, but price-wise, compared to a Georgia or an Armenia, there is no comparison. So I would definitely recommend it, and that is pretty much it for the video. Thank you for watching.